R2 the dog. I ain't even been feeling like doing this. But let's get it. Yeah. It's probably the real level up. BIP Red Dog 1.
The O is for the 16 ounces that's in the whole pound. They really out here feeling my music. Shout out the whole town. K is for the killers I know who keep the 4 pound. You give an inch, he taking the mile like it was 4th down. The L is for the ladies for sure. I mean the real ones who out here working hard for they.
What's up, world? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy R2, and we back with another banger. You know what I'm saying? So grab some popcorn and your cold drink. You dig what I'm saying? And go on down there and hit that like button, then hit that subscribe button, and then jump over there and hit that bell. So when I drop these bangers, you be one of the first ones to put your eyes on it. You know what I'm talking about? What's cracking with y'all, man? What's going on? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we back with another one. You know what I'm saying? First off, man, I want to appreciate all the support, man. Definitely all the support, the comments, you know what I mean, the good and the bad, the positive and the negative. You dig what I'm saying? We just gonna keep pushing forward. It's all helping us reach the goal. You know what I'm talking about? Definitely appreciate every subscriber, man. Y'all the truth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, you know, is what keep me motivated to keep these, you know what I mean, stories coming at y'all. You know what I'm saying? These life lessons coming at y'all. You dig what I'm saying? Now, um, y'all remember the video where I talked about how I got robbed by the, you know, what used to be the homie, you know what I'm saying? Basically punked out of all my stuff, you know, basically the homie's PS3 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? End up on council, you know what I'm saying? No shoes, you dig what I'm saying? Whacked out on juice, you know what I'm talking about? So y'all remember me talking about that story. Well, the end of that story, man, I end up being, you know, admitted to the crisis center. You know what I'm saying? I blacked out, woke up. My mama was rubbing my feet with lotion. You know what I'm saying? She crying. You feel me? It was just an all around bad situation. You know what I'm saying? It was definitely a lesson learned for me. You know, due to the fact that um, don't go in business with people. You know, if you're not 100% sure that you can cover your end, and for two, you know, if you want something, pay for it outright. You know what I'm saying? Owing people money, that's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody feeling like you owe them. You know what I mean? Because man, people do some crazy stuff behind money. And, you know, that might have been 50, 60 bucks that was miscommunicated on that deal. And it turned into a whole situation. You know what I'm saying? Definitely was mentally traumatizing for me because, you know, we supposed to be homies. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know how I was raised. You know, I'm the last of the dying breed. You know what I'm saying? When I was coming up, like, you know, when I jumped off the porch, man, '05, '06, you know, it was a brotherhood still. You know what I'm saying? Bloods didn't trip with bloods. You know what I'm saying? Period. We ain't push that limit with each other. You know what I'm saying? Unless it was a personal issue. You know, I know Bloods done tripped with Bloods before, but I'm talking about more on a personal level. You know, you did something to me, now I got to do something to you type of deal. You know what I'm saying? Not, you know, 50 bucks short on a deal. So you do what you do to get the extra bread. You know what I mean? We split up our issue. You know, yeah, I smoked most of mine up. I came back broke. Yeah, true enough. But that don't call for, you know, robbing me with a knife, you know what I mean, having me walk, you know, June, July heat on this asphalt, you know what I'm saying, barefooted, you feel me? Just to pawn the homie PS3 that you think is mine because you see it in my apartment, but this ain't mine. This belonged to the homie, you know what I'm saying? Got me into a whole jam with my homies, you know what I'm saying? With my real homies, you know what I mean? My day one, you know, my thugs, you know what I'm saying? The fourth, you know what I'm saying? My brothers, you know what I mean? So it's like that should have never went that far. So anyway, the end of that story, I end up in the crisis center, you know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, I'm up in there with crazy folks, man. They got pill call. You know what I'm saying? These people walking around, spitting out the mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because of this medication. This is the type of place this is. This is basically like a mental asylum. You know what I'm saying? It's a place where people abuse drugs. And people that's going through mental health issues. Um, it's a place where they go check themselves into, you know what I'm saying, to try to detox or whatever, or to try to shake whatever they going through. You feel me? So my mama took me to this place and had me admitted into this place. So I ended up spending like a week here. They did like a little psycho exam, all that. You got to go through all that process before you can leave on your own recognizance. You know what I'm saying? You can't just leave. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you will be able to leave if that's your decision. But, you got to go through these few days of this process, you know what I'm saying? And once they mentally evaluate you, you know what I mean? If you good and you want to go, they're not gonna hold you. And yeah, man, my people was kind of like, Bubba, you sure you ready to go? And I'm like, yeah, I'm cool on this. This ain't it. If I need some kind of help, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So, I had my people come get me, my relative come pick me up and get me up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Fast. So I ended up going to stay with my pops. You know what I mean? My old man, I ended up going to stay with him on the south side. You know what I'm saying? That's when I end up, working for 7 Up. Boom, still smoking juice, but trying to be better, being better, away from too many people. You know what I'm saying? The only people that knew where I was at was one of my brothers. You know what I'm saying? The fourth, them is the only people who know where I'm at the time. You know what I mean? So now I done made it out with pops. So I got a I got a real close brother of mine, you know what I'm saying, that was going through his own little issues in the hood at the time. The homies wanted to, beat him up, because it's, back then we didn't know, that it was really official that he said too much on a certain situation, so yeah, he went to court for it and all that. The homies took him down, beat him up, boom, boom, bop, bop, you know what I mean? And I was there when they took him to court, and I couldn't even look at it. You know what I mean? This is how much love I have for him. You know what I mean? This one of my, you know what I mean? My ace booms, you know what I mean? When you see me, you're gonna see him and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So me and him, we kicking it real tight, real tough at this time. You know what I mean? He the only person that I'm kind of really messing with because, I'm dodging the fade in the hood with the homies, with the bro. The bro want to get one, he need that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him, you know what I mean? But my thing was, I just wanted them to understand that I didn't want that situation to happen. I didn't set it up. I didn't benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? I was suffering from it, And on top of me going through what I'm going through mentally, dealing with this drug abuse, with this PCP, because I'm going way too hard at the time, way too hard. I'm getting myself into these situations, and it's all because of this juice at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm out of my right mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking clearly. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making rash decisions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not making, the best decisions for myself. You know what I mean? Health wise and, physical wise with my constituents. You know what I'm saying? So me and bro, we hanging real tough. He running from the homies. I'm dodging the homies. You know what I'm saying? But I love this, I love this dude. He loved me, you know what I'm saying? We ain't really talking to this day, because I can't associate with myself as much love as I got for you. I can't really fool with you when you did that. You know what I mean? You put my name in that. I end up getting the actual work. And he put my name in that. You know what I'm saying? My real name. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as the street stuff, it's over with for that. I always love you, but I can't mess with you like that. And when I ain't saying nobody name, we ain't gonna make nobody uncomfortable. Ain't what this channel is about, so but this is just the story though. You know what I'm saying? So me and my dog, we bicking it real tough around this time. You know what I'm saying? So now I done went through the situation. The bros is mad at me, but I'm out the hospital. I'm out the facility. You know what I mean? Now, Frankie, rest in peace, my big brother, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to, third gen, you know what I mean? Family blood, you know what I'm saying? Uh, he was pushing for me because he knew my heart. He loved me to the core. You know what I'm saying? The bros do too. I'm not saying that they didn't, but they was mad at me at this time. But see, big bro, he was trying to kill that. He like, man, that's little bro. You know what I mean? He love us, bro. That he ain't. He wasn't on. He didn't set that up. He didn't have nothing to do with that. It just was bad timing. You know what I'm saying? It was just bad timing. You know what I'm saying? And it was just a whole bad situation. A clown that's supposed to be a damu, even put that kind of situation, it just was crazy. So big bro, he was one of the only people calling the place. I don't know how he found out where I was at, but he found me. They was letting, they let you have phone calls. If you get a phone call, they gonna come get you and say you got somebody want to talk to you. You got a phone call. And while I was in that place, man, bro was calling me every day. Like, little bro, we gonna handle that, man. You know what I mean? As soon as you just get yourself together. You know what I mean? I love you, get yourself together. I miss you, bro. I can't wait for you to get up. I need you out here with me. You know what I mean? That was my Frankie. That's another one of my, you know what I mean? We got tight. When he got out the joint, man, he got out like '07, I think. When he got out, man, we was, you know what I mean? This big bro, you know what I'm saying? And he had day one, you know what I mean? Uh so big bro was the only one, he was one of the ones pulling for me, fighting for me, you know what I'm saying, with the homies, as far as my relationship in the hood with the homies, you know what I mean? So big bro, he pulling for me, even so much to, my other brother who, PlayStation it was, they first cousins, you know what I'm saying? Frankie, the bigger cousin, you know what I'm saying? He the older cousin. They end up getting down about it, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? They end up knuckling up, because he trying to take up for me, but the homie ain't hearing it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it ain't nothing that could have been the fade wasn't gonna get avoided. It was gonna happen eventually. You know what I'm saying? But later on down the line, and I told y'all about this story, you got to catch the stories and you put it together. So this is pre, going to the set and to the bottoms and getting down. This is pre that, but I'm dodging that in this story. I'm dodging that. And my brother, Mendo, he dodging the homies too for his own separate, you know, issue. You dig what I'm saying? That end up to date, a situation that I just can't, you know what I mean? I ain't got no say in that, and I really can't fool with, I can't fool with you because you did that. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, so me and bro, we together every day. We in Britain Courtyards with it. We out northwest Britain Courtyards, you know what I'm saying? Really the north, but it's like more northwest, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the north though. No, it ain't the north. That's across Hefner Parkway. So no, that ain't the north, but it's the northwest. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't the deep west. You dig what I'm saying? Oklahoma City natives, they gonna know what I'm talking about. So this around this time, the homie, he living in Britain Courtyards. I'm living with him, you know what I'm saying? So we every day thugging, you know what I'm saying, together every day. So now we end up bumping into Lucky, the homie was in a wheelchair, from Outlaw Dubs. We ended up bumping into him. Now, he was a person that knew me and knew, you know, the cat that, robbed me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Punked me, however you would say, but, he was a buster in my eyes. You know what I mean? You don't do that to the homies. You know what I'm saying? So he knew both of us because they was from the same hood. You know what I mean? They both was from Outlaw 20s. You know what I'm saying? Outlaw Dubs. You know what I'm saying? Wu Gang. You know what I mean? So they both from the same hood. Now, I've been knowing Lucky a long time. I got a long history with Lucky. You know what I'm saying? Lucky, one of the first Damus that was around my age that I met back when I first, start claiming and thinking I was a whoop. You know what I'm saying? So me and Lucky got history. You know what I mean? Especially, around the time when Big Dog first got popped, Big Red Dog got popped, and the homies used to be around every day. Lucky was one of them youngsters. His parents was laxed. You know what I'm saying? He was outside, red dickies, long braids. You know what I'm saying? Flag hanging. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was maybe 2 years older than me, but he was around. My mama still, running everything I do. He outside. You know what I'm saying? We like 12, 13. I'm like 13. He may be 15. You know what I'm saying? So he was a young up and coming, when I'm thinking I'm something, but I ain't officially off the porch yet. He was off the porch, you know what I'm saying? So cause he was kicking it with Big Red Dog, you know what I'm saying? As a shorty, you know what I mean? Like 15. So I end up bumping into him. He stayed in Britain Courtyard. So me and Mendo, we messing with him, you know what I'm saying? And he in a wheelchair, so it's like, man, to keep it 100, I was with the homie with his older homies when he first got shot up. You know what I'm saying? Now that's a whole different situation, but what led to him being in a wheelchair was he got shot up. You know what I'm saying? And the night he got shot up, I went to the hospital with his older homie. I just so happened to be with him. We rushed to the hospital, and it broke me down in tears because I remember being a youngster and him being just a little bit older, and he was in the streets, before I jumped in the streets, you know what I mean? But I had my eyes on the streets, you know what I'm saying? I just hadn't jumped in them yet because my mama's still telling me what to do at this time. You know what I mean? I'm only 13, you know what I'm saying? So he's just a little bit older than me, but his mama didn't really care. He outside, you know what I mean? At 15, you know what I mean? The homie Lucky from Outlaw Dubs, he was out there, you know what I mean? Sammy, you know what I'm saying? He was outside, you feel me? So, but anyway, he ended up getting into his own situation. The Crips, they shot him up for what, that's another story, popped him down, he ended up getting paralyzed, you know what I'm saying? But see, this is how karma worked. Because see, let's rewind a little bit. He's the reason why Big Red Dog was on paper, probation, 10 years probation. He's the reason why they dragged Big Red Dog out of his wheelchair before Lucky was ever in a wheelchair. Before Sammy was ever in a wheelchair, he was a young, a whoop. And the Jakes hit the block one day and he threw his dope sack that he had in his pocket on Big Red Dog's wheelchair, his electric chair. He threw it on there thinking that the cops wasn't gonna search him because he's a handicap. Man, Mike Sharp and all them, they don't care about none of that. And Reggie was a known factor on the North by the cops, by the citizens. Everybody knew Reggie. He's a North Star legend. You know what I'm saying? Big Red Dog, everybody knew him, man. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't miss him. He's a North Star. You know what I'm saying? So of course they dragged him out of the wheelchair. Now that's crazy to think about. And Big Red Dog was paraplegic. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't even work his hands functionally. His legs didn't work at all. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but he could have sex though. You dig what I'm saying? So that's how God blessed him. His Jimmy still worked. You know what I'm saying? He was busting them down. You know what I'm saying? And anybody who know, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so. And that's how karma worked. Later in life, Lucky ended up getting put in a wheelchair. That's karma, man. You threw your dope sack on a man that's paraplegic in a wheelchair and got him a 10-year probation. Later on down in life, you get put in a wheelchair. So let's take a quick note. Karma is you know what I'm saying? Karma is a bad MF. But anyway, so we bump into Lucky, so we used to have to help him do stuff, you know what I mean? So we started going over there every day, checking on bro. You know what I'm saying? Sammy, you stay over here. We stay over here. We blowing, chilling, kicking it. Now, one day he brought up the situation that I was going through with his homie from his hood. And he was like, man, I talked to bro about that. I told him, man, y'all don't need to be doing that. You was out of line for doing the homie like that. That's little bro, you know what I mean? Speaking about me to his homie. Now this is what he telling me. He like, man, he ain't talking about nothing. I done already hollered at him. So one night, we in the Britain Courtyards, we go mess with Luck. We go mess with Sammy. You know what I'm saying? He talking about going to get a bottle. He want to kick it. So we like, bet. Now, me and Mendo, we had just got this P89 Ruger from the homie. The homie gave it to us because it didn't have a clip. He like, bro, y'all out here every day, y'all twisting and turning. Man, here, take this. It ain't got no clip. You got to get your own clip. I'm like, bet. That's nothing. Man, give me that. So we end up, now this is prior to this, we end up getting that. I end up hitting the homie, and just so happened, he had a clip that go to the Ruger. He had the same clip, but he didn't have the strap no more. He had the same clip that went to the gun. So that was perfect. So between me and bro, we used to keep that thing with us all the time. This night we had it. You know what I'm saying? Mendo just so happened to have it on him. So we go holler at Sammy this night. Boom, he had a little Suburban. He used to drive. His legs didn't work, but he used to have a cane, and he had something on his wheel to help him turn with one. He used to turn with one hand, and then he'll push his, you know what I mean, push the, his top half, all of his top half worked. Now I don't know if he was having sex. I can't speak on that. Now Big Red Dog, I didn't wash his nuts. I didn't clean him up. I didn't brush his teeth for him. I used to do everything for Big Red Dog, so I know what he was doing, what he wasn't doing. You feel me? So now Sammy, I can't speak on that. You dig what I'm saying? And rest in peace to bro. You know what I mean? Let me stop and say that. Sammy, we love you, bro. Regardless of what we went through back in the, what you did with Big Red Dog, all that's forgiven, man. Both of y'all up there in heaven probably bigging it. You know what I mean? I love both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Sammy. Rest in peace to Big Red Dog too. You know what I mean? Big Red Dog 1, we gonna keep that forever in motion. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so this night, the homie had this, he got his Suburban juiced up. He finna put some gas in there. We finna ride. You know what I'm saying? So he at the 7-Eleven getting gas. He hit me like, hey, y'all trying to twist and turn? Come to the 7-Eleven real quick. I'm just up here getting some gas. Y'all just bail up here, because Britain Courtyard sits right in front, well, right behind a 7-Eleven. It ain't there no more, but it used to be. The 7-Eleven used to sit right there by Britain Courtyard. So it's like a minute and a half mob right to the store. You know what I'm saying? So we walk down there to the store. Me and Mendo, we walk into the store. We see his bourbon. So I open the door. Mendo get in the back. I open the door. He like, hold on, man. I'm finna meet somebody real quick. I'm like, okay, you gonna meet somebody. I ain't thinking that it's nothing. So he meeting somebody. So boom, boom, boom. Now, this is when he starts talking about that. He like, bro, man, what happened with you and the homie? Woo, woo. I'm like, man, I ran it down to him real quick. Woo, woo, wham, wham, wham. That's when he starts saying, man, I told him that. I said, man, you the homie. Woo, that's the homie. Woo, woo, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? He like, man, he ain't tripping on that. So I'm like, all right. So I'm like, who you fit to meet up here? He like, I'm fit to meet bro. So he fits to meet the same dude that done did all this to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, he say he ain't tripping, so all right. So I get in the back seat, Mendo next to me in the back seat, Sammy in the front. The passenger door open up. It's JB. We're gonna call him JB. It's JB. JB jumps in the load, turn around and look, like, what's up? What's up? What's up, blood? He see who in the back. He see Mendo. He see me. He like, oh, what's up? But then he snapped to who I was, and he instantly started tripping again. He like, oh yeah. He like, oh, we got to get down. So he on the aggressive. I'm kind of, my heart pumping. And I think he even snatched I probably had a red rag on my face or around my neck. I think he even snatched it off my neck, bro. He snatched it off my neck like, give me this. Like, you ain't no blood. I'm looking at Mendo. I ain't saying nothing. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't saying nothing. My heart pumping. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't going nowhere. We finna get this over with tonight. Now he done took my rag from me, bro. He done took my rag from me. You know what I mean? And he like, we finna get down. We finna go to my sister's house. Ooh, we finna get a bottle. Boom, boom. We finna get down. You got me up. Ooh, he's still tripping. You know what I'm saying? He's still tripping. So I'm like, all right. I'm like, man, we ain't even gotta argue, bro. I'm like, we ain't gotta argue. Let's just go to your sister's house and get down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at Mendo. Mendo looking at me. He done already gave me that eye. He know what we, he got the thing. And I'm like, I shook my head and I'm like, cause I ain't, I'm not aggressive right now, but I ain't fist to back down. But I'm not doing no woofing. I'm not doing no woofing. I'm getting my mental ready to go sock on this fool. You know what I'm saying? So we go to the east side to his sister house on 17th, over there in the Garden Oaks. We on 17th in the Garden Oaks. So we pull up, boom, jump out. I jump out, he jump out. Now he is short, stocky, strong. I'm tall, lanky. You know what I'm saying? So we go to square up. Woo, you know what I'm saying? So I start serving him. Pop, pop. I'm hitting him with the long joints. You know what I mean? I'm stretching out on him. I just always remember what Big Red Dog told me. He's like, man, I can't teach you how to fight. You just gotta ball them up and swing hard and use your reach to your advantage. Look how long your arms is. And I just was channeling the end of that straight down the pipe. Fop, fop, fop. And I mean, he was coming with some haymakers, but I was dodging them. He was coming with some hard punches. I think he maybe hit me once. He maybe hit me like once or twice because I messed up and let him get close to me. I messed up and let him get close to me. When you let a short dude get close to you, he finna catch you with something mean. Boom, hit me on the jaw. Boom, kind of shook me back a little bit, but I stretched out on him again. Fop, fop. Now, the fight didn't last no longer than about 30 seconds. About 30 second little get down. And after we get down, he reach in the truck, he give me my rag back. He like, homie, uh, I didn't want to do you like that, but you kind of forced my hand. He, on some bull crap, but he kind of was explaining to me why he did what he did, you know what I'm saying? And why he took my rag because he felt like he didn't think I was gonna get out. And he wasn't expecting me to get the best of him because I got the best of him. You know what I'm saying? Because when we went in the house, looked in the mirror, we both side by side looking at our, you know what I mean? He busted up over there a little bit. He bleeding a little bit. I think I had a little blood on my lip right here or something when he caught me right here. Boom. Just a little something. I'm dark skinned, man. He dark skinned too though. So it ain't really show, a couple wounds, woo woo. He gave me my rag back. He basically apologized, you know what I mean? He like, I ain't want to do that, man. You know what I mean? He just taught me a valuable lesson. Do not take no favors from nobody. You don't want nobody feeling like you owe them anything. You don't want nobody feeling like you owe them a dime because a person will do something to you about what they feel like you owe them or how they feel like they right. You dig what I'm saying? And it also taught me to stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because this was like one of my first real encounters. Mano y mano. A person that really want to do something to you, type of deal. Especially with my own homies. I hate fighting the homies. I hate that. Because I feel like if we brothers, if it's a love, if it's Wu gang, I should never have to put my hands on you. You feel me? You should never want to put your hands on me. But when you get in the circle, get put on, boom, 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 that's different. You know what I mean? When you jump in the circle, two or three dudes, boom, get your fades out the way, pop, 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 pop. Now you from the set, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to go put the work in, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to give you a pistol and see around the corner and see what you made of, you know what I'm saying? That's different. But once you establish and once you will whoop and you know what I mean, and I'm at this time I'm full whoop, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no, you know what I mean? So it's like you had no reason to do that. But see, what's important, what's not important to you, what you think is small, may be as big as a whale to the next person. So you got to take other people's feelings into consideration. And that's what that taught me. You dig what I'm saying? Because not only did I have to get down with him, I had to get down with him because you had me messed up. He had me messed up. You had me into it with my brothers. I had to get at you. You know what I'm saying? And I did it in real nice fashion. Mendo never said a word. He just was standing there with his hands in his hoodie. observing what was going on. And after that, we got drunk, we bicked it, you know what I mean? But also I talked about karma. To this day, JB, his mind is gone. He walking the streets, mind gone. You dig what I'm saying? So that story right there should teach people a valuable lesson about karma. Do people how you would want somebody to do you. You know, there's nothing wrong with having compassion for a person and having empathy for a person. And if you say you love your people, you know what I mean? Putting your hands on them should be the last resort. You dig what I'm saying? It's your boy R2. I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the support. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all stay down and you know what I mean? Keep it 100. It's your boy R2, and I'm gone. Peace.